Alright, hello and welcome to the second episode of Road Rambling. It is currently 7:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lovely afternoon. It is freezing. It is 22 degrees. I am cold in my car because I didn't get to warm it up because I personally don't have automatic start, but that is okay because I am warming up now, and if you are in a cold environment this winter, I hope you do the same. So, today's starting topic is probably going to be cheesecake. Why is it going to be cheesecake? Because I am very hungry right now because I haven't eaten dinner, and for some reason my brain just automatically went to cheesecake. Now, a few things that I personally love about cheesecake is just how versatile it is. Just the amount of different flavors you can make with it. And, I would say, one of my favorite cheesecakes, call me cliche, I really love pumpkin cheesecake during, the fall. It's just so warm and cozy, and I love it. And even though I like cheesecake, depending on where I get it, sometimes it makes me really stomach sick, which is a shame because it really is good. Oh hey, there's a police officer in front of me. Hello, Mr. Police Officer. I hope you're having a nice evening. Anyway, the last time I went to Cheesecake Factory, I got, I think, the pumpkin cheesecake, actually, and it was really good, and surprisingly, I didn't get sick the last time, so that's good, because normally when I eat stuff like cheesecake or ice cream cake, I just get stomach sick, which is unfortunate for me, but, yeah, no, I really like versatile desserts in general. Like ice cream and stuff, just the amount of different flavors you can do with it. Because at that point, it's like its own little dessert for every single flavor, just because of how different it is, and that's pretty good too. And it's always cool to try new things. I always like to try new things. There was a time I went to an ice cream place and I tried Fruity Pebble ice cream, and being a kid who was practically addicted to Fruity Pebbles, that was a dream come true for me. Even though the friends that I was with that night when we were getting ice cream, they both hate fruity flavors, and I don't blame them. It's not for everyone. There's actually a lot of people I know who don't like fruity flavored desserts or just like fruit in general. So, but I enjoyed it, and they got their chocolate, and in their defense, I don't really like chocolate that much. I have to be in the mood for it, or it has to be, in the dead of winter, and then I'll have, a lot of chocolate, hot chocolate, or just, little chocolates in general, or fruit covered in chocolate. I love fruit covered in chocolate. Chocolate covered cherries are really good. Honestly, I hope I don't just end up talking about food this whole time, so to change the topic, it is mildly snowing right now. I just hope it doesn't get worse, because if it does, then I have to shovel, and I don't want to shovel. It's pretty right now because it's just a little flurry, but I don't want to have to shovel. Let's be honest, who does? Who likes shoveling? Come to think of it, when it comes to snow, actually genuinely enjoying snow, obviously sledding is for all ages, and so is, I would say, any snow type of activity is for all ages, but thinking about it, I haven't built a snowman since elementary school. I'm not sure if it's just a subconscious social contract where you just suddenly think like, oh, I'm too old to build a snowman. No, I think if you have snow, you should build a snowman. I might build a tiny little snowman at some point this winter, or I'll just remind myself to do it next winter. But if you have snow right now and you got nothing to do and you're bored, go ahead, build a snowman. No one's gonna judge you. It's your life. Do whatever you want. That's legal. Do whatever you want. That is illegal. Don't do anything illegal. That's bad. Don't do anything illegal. Mostly for the fact that don't do anything illegal. Anyway, it's fitting that there was a police officer in front of me and I'm just telling people to do whatever they want. No, don't do whatever you want. Let me rephrase. Do whatever you want as long as it's legal and you're not being mean. Don't be mean to people. Being mean to people is bad. No one likes mean people. Not even mean people. I'm not sure if you can tell. I am very, very tired right now, so my brain capacity is only at like 30% as we speak. But that's okay. Everyone has moments like that. Work was pretty good today. It was chill. There wasn't a lot going on. It was just a long day. So I can't complain. I really can't. And if you're a working person, I hope you had a good day at work. And if you didn't go to work and you have like work tomorrow, I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. And not everyone likes work. I get that. Work is hard. That's why it's called work. That's why it's a job. But you gotta do it, and everyone gotta do it. So do it until either you find something that makes you happy, or do it and find something that makes you happy on the side, because you should do something in life that makes you feel happy. So something that personally makes me happy is I like painting, I like writing, I like baking things. I might not always eat the stuff that I bake, but I like baking things for people. I like making things for people. So I'm a very creative person, and so like anytime anyone's like, "Oh, I don't know what to do, I'm bored," I always try like recommending like a creative activity that said person can do. The person doesn't always want to do it, which I understand because not everyone is creative. So I do try to recommend like other things, like, oh, I don't know, maybe try like going for nature walks or listening to podcasts or reading a book, or just like, I don't know, something, or just like, even if you're not creative, I'm not saying like you can't learn how to do like not necessarily creative hobbies like cooking or just like a sport. Like if you, let's say you didn't do like a sport in high school, but you really wanted to, and you're an adult now, or if you're in high school and there's like a sport that you want to do, I would say go for it. I don't see why you can't do it, because like I didn't do a whole lot in high school, mostly just because like my grades weren't very good. But if your grades aren't very good, I'm sure you could still do like practice a sport outside of school. Like, even though I didn't have sports in school, I still liked kickboxing, for example. And just because my grades were not the best, I'm not going to say they were bad. They were like average. I was a C average student, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But still, to me, that wasn't enough to where I could comfortably be like, oh yeah, that's enough wiggle room for me to try to squeeze in a club in there. But I would highly recommend it, because anytime I did join like a club or anything where people liked similar interests, it just made me happy, mildly happy. even just a little. And but same with just like even working, like if you have nice coworkers and they have some of the same interests as you do, that's always pretty cool as well. Uh, and even if you're surrounded by people who don't necessarily have the same interests, maybe try to get interested in their interests, and maybe you'll find out that you like something. Because I remember in high school, I went to a trade school, and I was in the advertising and design program. And me personally, I hated fashion before going to high school. I hated any type of fashion, like, because I thought fashion was just like lipstick and high heels and mini skirts and all that stuff, because that's like what I was surrounded by, and stuff. Just like the stereotypical girly girl stuff like that. Now, obviously, a lot of fashion is like very beautiful, but not necessarily like girly girl. But I don't know. I was put off by that stuff because, like, me personally, I didn't like girly girl stuff in middle school. So fashion to me was just like bad. It was, I hated it. And then I went to high school, and I found out we were going to be doing a fashion show in advertising and design. I was like, oh, great. I'm surrounded by this fake plasticky environment that I viewed from fashion, because TV also made it look like that to me, where it's just like this snooty, not pretty, just like following the trend, this and that. And obviously I understand that's like a portion of fashion, but I didn't understand the potential in the avant-garde portion of fashion until I went into high school, and they pushed us to make like more creative designs that were like wouldn't be like conventional fashion. Bottom line, I still don't really like conventional fashion, but I can appreciate it now. And the point I'm trying to make is, if you try something new, even if you don't like it, the fact that you put any effort into it at all really helps you like appreciate it more, and just like appreciate life more, because you tried something new. And so I would highly recommend maybe like doing some research, trying something new within like this week, or whenever you have time, or just heck, whatever you feel like it. And if you don't, that's okay too, because I am totally open-minded to the fact that people do have comfort zones. I am a very comfort zone oriented person myself, and I don't try things too often, but when I do, I am happy that I did. Most of the time. I'm saying most of the time because sometimes I get injured, but that is just because I am a clod. So try things with caution. If you're not like really graceful person, maybe don't try like hockey. But hey, even if you're not a graceful person and you want to try like hockey or something, try it out with your friends. Get a couple buddies, try it out with them. Because there was a time me and my friend were thinking about joining track. And keep in mind, both of us were and still kind of are very out of shape at the time, and neither of us could run, so I don't know why either of us had like the idea of joining the track team. I think we both thought that it would be a good social opportunity, so we went to our local park and we just started like timing ourselves running a lap around the park. And that was kind of sad, because not only did it take me forever to finish one lap, but then also I was pushing myself on top of it, and so my throat was very dry, and it tasted kind of bloody and stuff. And then also my friend, he did a bit better because he's like taller and he's thinner and stuff, so obviously he did a bit better. But we were both still pretty out of shape, so both of the results were pretty bad. So anyone who remembers the Pacergram fitness test, that is false, because clearly it did not help me and my friend. So I don't know what the point of the fitness gram pacer test is. Obviously, I know it's to see like the progress of students' physical limitations or whatever. I still don't think it's a very good idea because it's just I don't know. It feels like public shaming. It feels like medieval times, and you're publicly being shamed in front of the village for your weakness, or just like gloating if you're one of those boys that like were close to completing it or whatever. Not completing it, but if you got like pretty far. Envy. I envy you. No, I don't envy people. That's not good either. Don't listen to anything I say. Don't never do anything I tell you to do, except for the positive stuff like hugging your mom or treating yourself or just like trying to try a hobby. Just don't listen to any of the bad stuff I do, like do whatever you want or envy people. Don't do that. Don't do the stuff that I tell you not to do, because I will tell you not to do something after I say something. But, oh, there's a scary truck in front of me. I don't like him. He's intimidating. He's intimidating me with his big flashy lights and his big scary truck and his speedingness. I don't know if it's a he. I'm just assuming it's a he because the vague image of the person in the window, not image, but let's see, he's passing me, so I'm gonna see if it is a dude. I was right. But anyway, he's passing me, so I don't have to worry about the big intimidating trucker dude anymore. Good luck to you, sir, on your journey. I hope you get much rest and coffee and stop at a diner or something and get some eggs. Because that's what truckers do. Talk on your walkie-talkie with your little trucker buddies and have a good time, okay? Good night, sir. Have a good night. Anyway, so, plus right now I'm driving on a road where, even though it is like mildly snowy, this is like, it is a dark, scary, nighttime, winter New England road, so honestly right now it just looks like anything can just run out of the woods and jump in front of my car, like Bigfoot or a Wendigo, or aliens could just come out of nowhere. Actually, no, none of that would happen because the road isn't deserted, but sometimes the road is when I'm driving home, and those are the nights where I'm like, I could get abducted by an alien tonight, and that would be a rather interesting experience. At least I would get to know what aliens look like. Because one time, I actually do believe in some cryptids, not all of them, but some. Like, aliens, that concept doesn't seem too crazy to me, because the concept of being the only conscious beings, and like this being the only planet in the universe that has living things, just statistically does not sound right to me. And then, I don't believe in Bigfoot. Sorry for anyone who does believe in Bigfoot. Maybe you can help me believe, but personally I don't, just because like any evidence, like credible evidence about like Bigfoot's existence has often been determined to be a hoax, which is unfortunate because it would be cool, but as of now, I am not a firm believer in Bigfoot. And then, there was one time when I was driving home with my family from, like, a restaurant or something. I was really little, so I don't think anyone believed me, except for, like, my mom, because, my mom believes all the stuff I say, because I never really lied that much as a kid, so, like, I still believe that this is what I saw to this day, but if I didn't, you could tell me if it was maybe something else that's like native to New England, but what I saw was like a bat. It was like, we were driving home and we were driving past a pond, and there was a bat on a rock, and it was a really, really big bat. It was just sitting on the rock, it was like Twilight, and it was like lifting its little bat wing, and it like licking itself and cleaning itself and stuff, and my little 5-year-old self just thought like maybe that was normal because I've never seen a bat before. But I did know that they were probably supposed to be a little smaller, so I was like, hey, that was a really big bat. And then my brothers were just like, it was probably like a duck or something. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was a bat. And so no one believed me except for my mom, which I appreciate. And so if it wasn't a big bat, I don't know, but to me it looked like a big bat. It just looked like a really big bat. So, yeah, that was like the one like genuine kind of like weird cryptidy thing that I had happen to me. Like obviously there have been a couple times where I'm pretty dang sure I saw like a UFO, because I feel like if you live in New England, there's no way that you haven't seen something that you at least think is a UFO at one point or another. But obviously I didn't have enough evidence to determine that that was exactly what I saw. But yeah, there, and then there was like another time, this was really creepy. There was another time I was at like a different friend's house, and he was into like demonic-y stuff and the occult and just like the dead in general, which probably should have been a bit of a red flag for me, but that's besides the point. That's neither here nor there. So I went over his house, and he was like, okay, so I think there's something in my house that I accidentally brought into my house, and it is in this one specific room, which is like an upstairs living room. And at first, obviously, I was like, okay, well, you're just messing with me. That's stupid and not real. So I went into the room, and I was just like, okay, demon, wherever you are, or ghosts, and show me that you're here, or something. And so after, like, standing in the room for, like, 10 minutes and having no result, I was like, yeah, there's totally a ghost in here, buddy. So finally we go to leave and head into his bedroom, and then I go to close the door, and it rips out of my hand and like slams shut. And, like, quite literally rips out. Like, I was going to close it, and it was like one of those doors where you had to like pull it to close it, and it ripped out of my hand, open, and then slammed shut. And I was just like frozen. I was in shock. I was stunned. I could not. I'm so stunned now that I can't even speak properly. And so after that happened, I was like, I'm sorry I ever got you, buddy. Let's go into your room and not come out until I have to leave. So, that was a horrifying experience, and I hope you don't have to experience anything remotely similar, but if you do, I'm sorry. And on that note, I am currently at my destination, so I hope you have a wonderful day, night, morning, whatever, wherever you are, and toodaloo.